Usha's 5 things, the first episode, debut, premiere, those type of things. Anyway, yes, Usha's first episode of Usha's 5 things. I'm Usha Jose. And so for the first episode, I figured let's do 5 awkward moments that happen to all of us. So here goes, numero uno. There's this thing that happens when you're talking to someone and then they accidentally spit on you. Now, usually it's better when they like sort of acknowledge it and they're like, oh, sorry, I did this. So, I mean, you get to wipe it off. But if they don't, then it feels kind of rude for you to wipe it off. So you're talking to them and the whole time it just feels like it's festering and growing. And by the time you're done with the conversation, you feel like it's halfway through your face. So, yeah. Number 2, there's this thing that happens, again, in conversations. You're talking to someone and your eye just starts twitching. Usually when I'm the person on the other end, most of the times I don't even notice until someone tells me. But sometimes it's someone you don't really know that well. Maybe it's your boss or something, so you can't start telling them, my eye is twitching, sorry. So the whole time you're talking to them, you just feel like you're sort of going like this, and then it's really bad because you literally feel like your eye is closing and opening. I mean, okay, most of the time it's just a tremor and nobody can even see it, but that's what it feels like to you. So not cool. So number 3 is something I like to call the cliffhanger. This is pretty much where you're talking to someone and you feel like there's snot on your nose. I mean, again, this could be 2 ways. There's that time when you have a cold, so you feel like it's running down and then it feels like it's just down there, because you can't really control it that much. But most of the time, it's actually not even there. And then there's the second one where it's a solid cliffhanger and it's just hanging there. And when you breathe in, you feel it go in, and then you breathe out and you feel it going out, and it just sort of like I don't know, it's kind of like it's swinging or something, and it's really having a good time. And so you're talking to someone and you feel like they cannot concentrate on anything else but that. So you just sort of like do that, but because you're talking to someone, you can't exactly look to find out if you've like gotten it or not. So what ends up happening is you just keep thinking like, oh my god, maybe I push it more into the open. So pretty much the rest of your conversation, that's how you're gonna be. And you keep feeling like you're doing it a lot. I mean, okay, in real sense, probably you've just done this and then talked a bit to the guy, nodded a bit, and then done this again. But in your head, it just feels like you're pretty much like that. So yeah, I think that happens to pretty much all of us. Number 4, and this has to be one of the more common ones. You're walking up to someone and they sneeze, and you were going to talk to them. So when you get there, you're at a dilemma. Do I put out my hand? Okay, not even at a dilemma. You obviously know you don't want to put out your hand, but they've put out theirs. Only that you've seen them sneezing, and you just don't really feel like... And then you can't leave their hand hanging. So yes, you do end up saying hi to them, and then your hand feels sticky, and the whole time, again, you cannot concentrate on anything else but the fact that there is probably snot and spit on your hand. So yeah. Finally, number 5. I didn't really put them in any specific order, but this is pretty much the funniest and most awkward. And this can only happen in a place, either where you work or where you study. It can't really be like a public place because, number 1, why would you be going to take a dump on a public bathroom, like if you're on a date or something? Doesn't really make sense. So the only way this works is if, like I said, it's a place that you know. So you're in the toilet and, doing your little thing and stuff, and then someone walks in. So, of course, you're thinking, there's a 90% chance of when you get out, that's someone that you know, and you don't really want them to know you were doing the number 2. So you decide to wait them out. Only that, especially if you're a girl, girls really like to powder their faces and stuff like that. So this trick is going to take so much longer. I mean, it gets to a point where you're thinking, okay, fine, let me just go. I mean, everybody takes a dump. Only that now you've taken so long because you were waiting for her, you've taken even twice as long, and you're thinking she's going to think that's how long I take a dump, And it's just really, really bad. So you just have to wait them out, and then sometimes they're a really mean person who knows there's someone in there and they actually want to know who it is. So no, they're going to wait you out. So you stay and stay and stay, and then you finally have to turn up with your embarrassed, I just did a number 2 face and stuff. But oh well, c'est la vie. So that's my first 5 things officially. Please subscribe for more great awesome videos. Thank you for watching. Later.